Welcome back to CageZilla 51 here in beautiful Ashburn, Virginia at the Silver Eagle Group. Live and worldwide via GoSports.com. Nice match coming up next. Featherweights, 3 minutes, or 3 rounds, 3 minutes a round of MMA, Charles.
Luke Staley, he fought for us before. He's 0-1, but it was a decision, a split decision.
I hate to interrupt. That fight was unbelievable.
It was excellent. It was excellent. And he's fighting against Muhammad Ali, who we've seen fight as in exhibition fights, and now we're excited to see him at 18 years old.
18 years old, and let's go into the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our next bout. Making his way to the cage, fighting out of the right corner, it's Luke Staley.
Now, Luke Staley plays soccer at his college. It is Hood College. He is a poli-sci major. He is an RA in his dorm, and he wanted me to give a special shout out to all the boys, all his soccer team, all of whom are watching him on GoSports.com. That fight against Zach Kropf, what was he giving up? 20? Looked like 20 pounds.
Yeah, you know, it was really unbelievable to see. I mean, it was excellent. We saw a lot of the highlights for it.
It was fight of the night.
Yeah, I mean, it was fight of the night. Very, very impressive. And also, to be a two-sport athlete, one involving a ridiculous amount of long-distance cardio, and the other involving
getting into the cage with guys the size of Zach Kropf.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, hats off to Luke Staley. And to see him get back in here, you know, he's a great guy to watch fighting. I think, you know, he must have so much confidence after that first fight that, you know, he learned a lot about himself. To do everything he's doing, especially, you know, with the type of support he's got in his college, you know, I can tell you, being a college student, working and training, playing sports, none of that is easy. So hats off to Luke Staley.
And boy, that fight was close. I mean, it could have gone either way.
Yeah, and you know, the fan predictions have this fight going either way as well.
Yeah, that's true too.
Within 2%, so it's interesting to see how we'll shake this out.
Luke Staley just did a forward roll into the cage. I hope you caught it on television. It was awesome.
Throwing up to Chris Fuller.
And his opponent, making his way to the cage and fighting out of the blue corner, it's Mohammad Ali.
Now, when your name is Muhammad Ali and you get into the fight game,
I think you got big shoes to fill.
you got some shoes to fill. They call him Mo. His day job is a high school senior. He is 18 years old. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the generation that we're watching in MMA now that's going to redefine the sport. When I first started following the sport, I'm talking UFC 1 and shoot fighting in Japan and these sorts of things, there were guys who were karate artists. There were guys who were boxers. There were guys who were wrestlers. There were guys who were jiu-jitsu artists. I'm in the green room talking to the fighters before. There is no dividing line. They are all mixed martial artists. A lot of them work at their gyms. Some of them I've met guys who live at their gyms. They train it all the time.
They do. And you know, I mean, hats off to Muhammad Ali. I was not doing any of this when I was in high school. You know, I had just started training, and
I was playing Dungeons and Dragons, Charles. I don't like to admit that. That's the truth.
This is not his first fight. You know, we've seen him fight in the under-18 leagues as in exhibitions, and I mean, just hats off to the guy. Unbelievable.
Went to the Nationals as a high school wrestler, so let's see if he wants to put this fight on the ground. You know, a lot of times you go, well, I'm a wrestler, and they come out throwing bombs with their hands. But I always was of the school that if you're good on the ground, it makes your hands better.
I couldn't agree more. Let's throw it up to Chris Fuller for the introductions.
You know, Charles, before we go to Chris, both these guys train with thoroughbreds at their gym. I mean, pros.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 3-minute rounds in the CageZilla Featherweight division. Starting out, fighting out of the right corner, standing 5'7", weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of the French Academy, it's Luke Staley! And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'8" and weighing in at 145 pounds.
there goes Chris. Michael Dolman, the hardest working man in show business this evening, gets us underway. Luke Staley, the old man of this group, 20 years old, fights at the Clinch Academy.
No touch gloves there.
Mo Ali. Yeah, is that going away?
Oh, big right hand landed by
look
Luke
at that.
Staley. Excellent double leg response, though, from Muhammad Ali. Trying to stay calm. Luke's looking to clear that arm, go for some sort of submission, firing elbows from the bottom. Going for the armbar. A lot of action right now.
Very
Both
busy.
guys
We
coming
saw
out
a lot
quick.
of elbows from the bottom in the Zach Krop fight.
Another
There's
clean
a nice
one.
little
Excellent
greasy
elbow.
little elbow.
Fellas, I know you guys didn't see it from down here, but the look that Ali gave to
shots.
Staley when he walked around the cage looked like he was just talking about his mama or something.
There's some intensity to that young man.
There's a lot of intensity, and he just hit with a couple of hard shots that forced Luke to go to his back. Now Luke's threatening with he's got a leg there. He's going to look for a straight, it looks like a straight ankle lock. He wants the knee bar, but he doesn't have the angle on it. This is a dangerous position for Muhammad Ali, but if he's able to kind of clear his leg, he's going to be okay. He's got to get that knee out further. Luke's kind of just cranking right now. He doesn't have a lot.
He doesn't have an actual
doesn't
lock.
have the grip.
He's just working for something.
But I'll tell you what, that's uncomfortable. But so is getting hit now. Luke's got to be
hammer
careful.
fists hurt.
Big shot. Good movement from Muhammad.
Is he working on a toe?
Actually, I'll tell you what, man, he's moving his knee pretty good. It looks like Muhammad was able to get out of it and end up in half guard. Credit to the flexibility of Muhammad Ali, because that was an uncomfortable position. It wasn't an official submission, but he had his knee bending in a lot of
and leg locks are
dangerous ways.
scary because you don't feel it, you don't feel it, you don't feel it, and
And
it's
it's
gone.
too late. It's too late.
And
Great
it is
point,
too
Jack.
late.
Excellent point, Jack. A lot of movement from Luke Staley at the bottom. Looks like there's a bit of a head and arm choke, but not quite under the chin. It's definitely uncomfortable.
You gotta love these GoSports.com angles that we're getting.
Oh man, I mean, they do such a great job. GoSports.com does such a great job of capturing the moment, and it makes our job easy as commentators to tell you what's happening.
Yeah, they can almost do it without
Clean
it.
elbows from
great
Muhammad Ali,
short little elbows.
pushing off the head and using that as a bridge to work his way back up to the feet. Both fighters trying to keep their opponent up against the cage. The over-unders. Look for Ali's going to go for. Actually, Luke Staley got the throw. Looked like
Second effort.
it looked like Ali was going to go for the to take his back and drag him to the ground, but Luke did a great job of getting the throw. Ali, though, scrambles on top, passing it to half, and again forcing Luke into an uncomfortable position here.
Yeah, wrestling pedigree.
And now he's got his back. He's got both hooks in. This is a bad spot for Luke. He's got to move.
Fair amount of time in the round. We got 20 seconds to go. As Mo apologizes to the referee for the accidental hits to the back of the head.
Good pressure with 10 seconds left.
Big shots sneaking in out of the guard of Luke Staley, and there's the bell.
Excellent first round for both guys.
A lot of action. Both guys are busy. You don't feel that the same way when you're 18 or 20 years old, but my goodness, a lot of action in that first round.
Well, just a lot of movement from both guys. They were just operating at a very high level and a lot of really quality technique. You know, Ali started the fight. He pushed away that head kick, and that forced Luke off balance. But then Luke countered him with that hard right hand, which dropped him. And we're going to see it right here.
There it was.
Big shot landed. Very clean.
And
but
credit to Mo for popping right back up.
he popped up and blasted through for the double leg, which, you know, I'll tell you what, man, the recovery of these guys is, I'm certainly admiring it.
Yeah, and when was the last time you saw an Owen fighter and a debut fighter put on a clinic like that in the first round?
I mean, the technique of these guys is just so high. It's so high, and it's, I mean, the sport is just evolving right in front of our eyes. You know, the time I've been doing commentary for CageZilla, the amateur ranks have gotten so much better.
Now, in all fairness, not every promotion is this good, but boy, these guys are putting on a show.
They are. And Ali decided to back off, coming out a little hot.
Little flying technique, little almost spinning technique, and there's a
Beautiful
great
double
takedown by
Excellent.
Muhammad Ali.
And he's got the arm trapped now. He's got the arm trapped in his leg. If he can, now he was able to pressure down. Luke did a good job of scrambling, but he just got to keep moving.
Oh,
just
good
missed
job.
the sweep, but relentless pressure from Muhammad Ali. Relentless pressure. He missed the trip as Luke worked his way up, and then he blasted through again with a straight double leg. You could see that his wrestling has really come a long way.
And you see Staley trying to do things that look good, but he just doesn't have time because
Yeah.
the pressure from Ali is just relentless.
Well, if you're Luke Staley and you landed that right hand pretty flush in the first round, you got to go, oh boy, it's going to be a long night.
Right. To recover that quickly, you got to think to yourself, like, I don't know what I'm going to hit this guy with.
Exactly.
What I can tell you is that, Luke likes a lot of scrambles. He hits a lot of awkward things, to Chris's point. He's just got to slow it down a little bit, because by going for these, he's just a step behind Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is just a little bit quicker. He's just got him by a step. What Luke has to do is time these movements, time these motions, so that he's able to get, optimize the position and end up in a dominant situation.
Yep. Or hope that that Ali slows down a little bit. I mean, I was sort of looking at Staley as being a little bit more the methodical fighter, but you're right. It's not going to work if he keeps up this pace.
Good scrambling now up against the cage. Ali has got one leg in. He just wants to clear that arm, go for some ground and pound. Luke is going for that leg again. That was an excellent roll. Now this time he's got it a little bit deeper. Ali's defending it well, but I'll tell you what, I don't know how. I mean, he's got the flexibility. I mean, that is an uncomfortable position right there.
It's amazing.
One thing Ali can do is he can actually step over and use his leg to pull that leg back, almost in a figure 4 lock, as if you were going for a triangle. But he's content here, just throwing these punches. Those are big shots that are landing there. And there, I mean, if you're Luke, you got to think about abandoning that leg, because you're just eating these shots.
Yep. But Ali has been busy, has he not?
Ali's just relentless with his pressure. He's nonstop. And if you're Luke, you got to say, okay, let's get this up to the feet. Let's create some space, and let's change the atmosphere of this fight, because this is not. This is
maybe land another one of those right hands.
Yeah, in a perfect world, right? But he's got to think to himself, okay, I'm not getting the best of the grappling exchanges. Every time I come forward, Ali is timing it and taking me down. Let me try to fight a little bit more at range and work a different direction. Ali and Michael Doman talking quite a bit this round as well.
10 seconds left in this second round. Fellas, Staley has it all to do in the third, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he got that hand locked down. Ali was able to get Luke's right hand locked down, and he just didn't let go of it. He just held on to it that entire time.
Boy, you got to feel a little bit for Luke Staley. His first 2 opponents.
No joke. Luke's he's got okay though. He's got to work on his game plan. Stick to his punches. Keep the fight a little bit of a distance. He's getting out-muscled right here, like you see it now.
This was a beautiful throw.
It was an excellent level change from Ali. He's beating Luke to the punch, no pun intended. And Ali's just got to do something. Luke has just got to do something to prevent Ali from getting these relentless takedowns.
And boy, you hate to see an arm extended when somebody's getting thrown that hard. Staley did a good job of kind of tucking it in at the last minute.
Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster.
Ooh.
But with this last round, let's see what happens.
Michael Doman sends the seconds back out of the cage. Oh, we're about to see round 3. I'm a big fan of Staley's shorts. Fights for Clinch Academy. He's wearing Clinch gear with the stars and stripes on it.
Ali taking a different approach, staying nice and calm.
Nice spinning kick.
Not impressed though. Big leg kick landed from Ali. Ali's talking a little bit.
Starting to chirp a little.
He was talking with his eyes before the fight even started.
Nice straight punches. He's going.
Yeah.
Ali's
Beautiful
going straight.
timed double leg.
Oh, just a little too sweaty.
Exactly. Luke went for that guillotine, but it's very hard to pull off right now.
So good position here for Ali. Let's see if he can capitalize on it.
Boy, Staley got really wide with some of those punches there right before the takedown.
Yeah, well, Ali's coming in with sharp, crisp 1-2s.
Straight.
And it's hard to counter that. It's hard to, you want to parry it, you want to sit in the pocket, but when you're so worried about the takedown, you want to back up.
Yep.
As Ali closes the distance, you know that at any moment he could take you down, which is what he's done.
And
you
there
don't like
goes
being on the
Staley.
bottom.
Look at him. Look.
He's going for that
Charles,
leg.
talk us through that again.
Right, so he's going for that leg, and he sees something. Again, he has a good grip here, but it's not the grip to finish.
Yep.
And it's just, in MMA, leg locks are very dangerous because you're not defending your head. And you're going to give up position like this. I mean, now he's in full mount. And Ali's raining down the punches as Luke goes to his belly. It looks like that might be under the chin this time. Actually, Luke's got it tucked. He's uncomfortable. He's got to grab that top arm of Ali and pull it down, and that's going to get rid of the leverage.
Just gave a thumbs up to Michael Dolman.
Ali, look for Ali to go palm to palm here and really, really tighten that grip. Ali likes punching. You know, I mean, these are awkward shots, but there it is. Beautiful.
Shots,
that was a beautiful punch. He punched and then he threw. And he actually, now this time he has the hand behind the head. Even though it's a crank, it's going to gradually work its way under, and it's going to be very uncomfortable.
Yeah, that face crank.
Staley did a great job of grabbing the arm, but again, this is, you know, these awkward shots are uncomfortable. I mean, that's right, a heel to the rib. I mean, that'll make you think twice.
There is no good place to be for Luke Staley right now.
You can see, I mean, that's a lot of pressure. Ali abandoned it. Yeah, Ali's more, you know, content with the position because he's, you know, when he's in a position like this, he could really land harder shots. He's got to be a little bit careful of losing the back as he angles off, but if he just stays tight, he'll wrap out these last 30 seconds in a dominant position.
There it is. Oh, good tuck.
Yeah, good tuck.
I mean, Luke Staley just does not have any quit in him. He's going to fight to the very end, and you know, he's going to make you work for everything you want to do.
He's still trying to roll him off.
Yep.
Oh,
Great
what
fight.
a performance.
Great fight.
By Mo Ali.
Very impressive. And a great display of sportsmanship from both guys. Young guys, you know, if they want to continue to improve and continue to compete in this sport, they will have long careers because they have a lot of potential between the two of them.
And we know from his last fight what a tough guy that Luke Staley is. We go to the replay.
And this right here was where Ali got cracked with that right hand. Boom. But look, right there. He gets up and blasts through for that double. And throughout the
teach chin.
You cannot teach chin, and you cannot teach that type of response. I mean, from here you could see Ali was just dominant all of the grappling exchanges. He remained calm when his back was against the cage. You know, he's not even really gripping here. And this is a good example of that understanding of positioning. You know, he's stopping things before they happen. This throw was the only time he was put on his back.
Yep.
And that was very impressive too, because Luke was able to hook that leg, and after that it was all Ali.
Yep. Look at that slip. Well, poised from an 18-year-old fighter in his debut, changing levels, changing angles, working the hands on the ground, working his feet on the ground while he's trying to work a submission. Really, really impressive. Because like I said, we know what a tough guy Luke Staley is.
Well, just the composure of both these guys. I mean, you know, a testament to CageZilla, and let's throw it up to Chris for the final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. All 3 judges scored about 30-27 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner is Mohammad Ali.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Muhammad Ali, excellent display of wrestling, beautiful tenacity, and I mean, great shape. He's just
really
in great
impressed,
shape.
and I think they're impressed with each other. A lot of good sportsmanship. I told you, this sport, there's a lot of love in this sport when it's done correctly. You know what? These two are going to run into each other again, too.
Absolutely, especially if they continue.
If they stay in the fight, there's going to be straps on the line, and these two are going to meet again.